Okay. Okay. I haven't even put them on. Hello. Yep, I can hear it.
Okay, me too.
Actually, I can't hear the game currently.
I don't know if there's sound right now on that. Yeah, there is. It just wasn't.
It's
So main
really
game.
quiet, but
It's just in our headphones. It's quiet. The volume on the stream is the same as it's always been.
okay.
I just turned it down because it seemed to be a little distracting.
Okay.
For our
Yeah,
conversation.
that's fair.
But if you want, I can turn it back up. I just thought. So main game.
Oh.
Or data. Oh, I should check if. What does our stream say it's gaming? Hopefully it worked this time and it should be the 60. Star Fox 64. I'll check it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to tell even.
5 years later, General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom. James McCloud, Pigma Dangar, and Peppy Hare of the Star Fox team were sent to investigate. Upon their arrival, Pigma
That updated it. I can see where it says it now, so.
Yeah, I gotta figure out why. Peppy barely escaped Venom and returned home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years have passed. Andros has again invaded the Lilat system.
Shad's pretty good at this stuff. Maybe I should ask him about it. But, yeah. What was I saying? I'm sorry. When I hit from OBS to stream it, it automatically pulls up the previous game that we are on.
Oh.
So it's a little frustrating, but
Okay.
we'll wait for some people to get on before we
Yeah.
go. I mean,
I don't know how to tell if viewers won, so and I think that's just me, so
It may be a slow night tonight. So
oh, we just hit 2. So we'll see who that first one is.
all right, we're gonna have to learn these controls again.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we played this game. I haven't played this. I think I played it a little on my birthday. But
Did you play it when we were at Dylan's for my birthday?
yes, briefly. And I realized that we were pretty good at that game, playing it there because we were destroying everybody. And I hadn't even played it recently, and I felt like we were doing really well. So
Oh, that other person left, so oh well.
might just be us.
That's
today.
okay.
Slow going. People don't care about cartoon characters.
Yeah. Dang.
How's your levels? Are they showing up all right?
Yeah. Everything seems good.
It's not getting very green. I'm going to turn yours up a little bit.
All right. Oh. Okay. We got Dylan here. I love Green Mario. I love you too.
All right.
Okay. Well, let's start this off.
Do you want to start us off?
Sure.
Oh.
Today is our 17th? 16th episode. And we are doing best cartoon characters of all times. And we're going to be playing Star Fox. We're hoping this one's a little bit easier than the last one to play. So far, Matt's killing it. And then we also have a little bit different setup. We got our double... Well, I guess we've had the double cameras for a minute, but we got them all set up closer to us so you can see our pretty faces. Mine, at least. But let's see. So, best cartoon characters. What we're planning on doing today is just trying to pick basically our teams again.
We're gonna do draft style again.
Draft style, and then we'll let you guys all
the first week of the football season.
Yeah, and we'll let you guys decide what the best team is out of our two.
You know what we should start with, because we didn't get a chance to do it last time with Charlesy here. Is you should pull up who won the best.
I could do the last two. I don't think we mentioned the last two.
I know for sure we didn't mention the best video game. I think we did mention the trilogy.
Oh, you know what? I think we did too, actually, because it was Dylan that won.
Yeah, we mentioned that for sure.
Okay.
But we don't need to talk about Dylan anymore. He's just the one person on here.
Nope, we just got B. Bradskis.
B. Bradskis. I'm not sure.
Mama, how come you never remember my name?
Oh. Who's B. Bradsky?
That's Brad. It's B. Brad.
B. Brad.
B. Brad. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. You'd think it'd be easier. Would that be the Disney one then? Yeah, with Johnny?
Best Disney rides with Johnny.
Okay.
We had go over the teams again real quick.
Okay.
That each team had, and then.
Do you know which one's the winner?
Yeah, I know the one. The winner's freaking.
So, let's see. Nick Foles just got on. He said, "Boys, what's up? What's up?" We're about to read off our teams that won from the Disney episode characters. So, my team was Space Mountain. Oh, Disney characters, huh? I was thinking of the game that we were playing, but Disney rides.
Disney rides.
But mine was Space Mountain, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, Pirates, Star Tours, and Avatar. And Johnny's was Rise of the Resistance, Guardians, Tower of Terror, Haunted Mansion, Thunder Mountain, and Expedition Everest. And Matt's was Indiana Jones, Splash Mountain, Cars, Matterhorn, and Peter Pan. Boom. And
even reading that out loud, I'm like, man, I killed that.
That is a good list, man. Yeah, and you won, and rightly so. You did awesome on that one. Very classical.
Yeah, classics. I think that's why I won, is everybody's attached to them.
Yeah,
you guys got
that's
too fancy
fair.
with your picks.
And
you went too Star Wars heavy.
Yeah, if you like Star Wars, you like Star Wars, man. It's all good.
All right. Well, yeah, that was fun, man. I thought that was one of our... I really enjoyed hanging out with Johnny and meeting him, and then that was just such a fun episode. And to get a chance to talk Disney is always fun. So.
For sure. That was an awesome episode.
So, like Jordan said, we're gonna be talking best cartoon characters, and we had to we gotta lay down some rules. One of the rules being that we are not going to include video game characters in this unless it was a video game after
whatever the character
was in the TV show or in the movie. But we thought it'd be fun to do draft, like Jordan said again. But maybe we should pick team names, because I like that the first time we did team names. So think that throughout the episode.
Okay,
I'll have to come up with our team names that we put on, and this time it's just gonna be me and Jordan. So
and you might have to do most of the playing too, because I'm gonna be writing down the team names on here too.
I'm happy to do the playing. So I already got us through the first level, which is better than most of the time we playing any games. So.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, let's start out with the poll. How about that? And we'll start out with some of the some of the cartoon characters that we listed on the poll, who people voted for. It's a pretty good turnout on this one. We had over 53 votes. Not over. We had 53 votes. So I'm going to read those off, and then we'll go over who won the poll. So we have Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, Homer Simpson, SpongeBob SquarePants, Popeye, Tom and Jerry, Pink Panther, Stewie, Pikachu. Pikachu did not get one vote.
I'm surprised with
that
that one. I
blows
saw
my
that
mind.
too.
Dylan, why didn't you vote for Pikachu on the chat? Huh?
Well, his favorite, I think, is Bulbasaur.
So that would actually be a
So-
fun episode to do a Pokemon episode.
Yeah, that would
That'd be
fun.
pretty fun. Even though I'd be like, my team is the 3 Pokemon players I know, or Pokemon I know. But Pikachu, Bender from what's that TV show called? Futurama.
Futurama.
Bobby Hill, Rick, Morty. I'm gonna screw up these names when we get into the anime stuff, so you're gonna have to help me on this. But Goku, is that how you say it?
I think it is Goku.
Goku. Goku. Oh boy, who's this one?
That's Naruto.
Is it you say Naruto?
Naruto? Naruto?
We're
No.
getting it.
You know what?
slammed by
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble by a bunch of anime lovers.
yeah.
for sure.
Naruto. Chat, why don't you put it out phonetically for us so that we know how we're pronouncing it. Optimus Prime, Roan Rudder. That was the end of what we had, Optimus Prime. And then after that, we had some add-ins. Some really great add-ins, too. So we had Roadrunner and Coyote. Sylvester. Yosemite Sam. Johnny Quest. Avatar Aang. Or is it Ange? Avatar Aang?
Avatar Aang. I
Aang?
believe.
Aang?
Aang.
Aang? Oh, we're going to get hit again.
That's okay.
Luis Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Johnny Bravo. Finn and Jake. Don't know who that is. Do you know who Finn and Jake are?
Yeah, it's called Adventure Time, the show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just like kind of there to a dog and a kid going through like an imaginary world basically, and they just do a bunch of different adventures. It's pretty.
Do you know who Mordecai and Rigby are? I hope I'm saying that right.
Let me see it. I don't. Mordecai sounds familiar, but it sounds like an anime again.
Mordecai and Rigby. I feel like our nerd's not showing right now.
That's okay.
Daffy Duck, Michelangelo, and Lola Bunny. So those were who we had on the poll. I am surprised that there weren't more add-ons, to be honest. I think sometimes the Facebook group just goes with whatever we put on, and we just listed a few different ones,
Which is okay.
which is cool. But I think that there's so many characters. Like the teams that I'm going to draft, there's a lot of characters that are not on this list that I'm going for.
That's cool.
So we'll see if you.
I think there's a few from mine too. So.
All right, so we'll do the top
real quick.
3.
It's the Walk DZ says it's Naruto.
Naruto. Okay. Well, and Walker, he added the Mordecai and Rigby. Is that how you pronounce it, Austin? And if so, what is that off of? Is that an anime? Let us know.
Nick Foles says he can't stand Pikachu, and you went to Mike
What?
said Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, best cartoon ever.
I don't know. It's just
really good.
It's
I love
basically
that
just
one.
Tom and Jerry. It's just different characters.
Those are.
I like it. It's
Those
fun.
are both really good to me.
Looney Tunes is great. Okay, let's do the top 3, and then Jordan, do you want to see? Has Walker said what those are yet on the chat?
Yeah, it's regular show, Cartoon Network.
Okay,
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either. I'll have to check it out. So, all right, so let's do the top 3. Let's see if there's any ties on here. I'm just going through it all. And there is a tie for third place. So tie for third place. So Bob's Burgers and Stewie Griffin are the third place. Number 2, second place is Bugs Bunny. And number 1, you want to guess what number 1 got the most votes by a pretty significant margin?
Number 1, you said number 2 was Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, number 2 is Bugs Bunny.
I feel like a lot of people would have liked Mickey Mouse, but
Yeah, me too, but Mickey didn't
it
get
didn't
much
get
love.
that many.
Yeah, got a bit.
Um,
Oh, Louise Belcher is who I meant by Bob's. I said Bob's Burgers.
yeah, you
but
did.
yeah.
I meant to correct you, actually.
Sorry, it was number 3 with Stewie Griffin, and then Bugs Bunny. Number 1 is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Awesome.
So it was a good number 1. I liked what that. You want to get that gold. You want to get those.
Oh, that's what
you're
it is.
trying
I'm
to
like,
get.
why is this not dying?
No, yeah, you get each of them as it turns. That's your goal.
Yeah, that
So you
makes
got to
sense.
finish that before, but you're pretty close to dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, good poll. So dig it. I have a few I'm really hoping I get this time. So we'll see. We'll see how this draft goes. But before I jump into that, is there anyone that you wanted to talk about particular on that poll that maybe you're not go? Actually, don't give it away. We'll talk about that after, because maybe there are people that you're like, I'm not going for, but I
here's
might be
one.
going for or whatever.
In my opinion, I don't think you'd go for it either, is the Transformers one.
Optimus Prime.
Yep.
One of the coolest voice
Yeah.
cartoons for sure, right? Can you do a good Optimus Prime?
Autobots, roll out.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
That's pretty good.
That ruined it.
You had it. Yeah, you had a pretty good Optimus Prime up to that point. Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, that's not the end, bro. You're in trouble.
Partially.
So the same thing happens on this one. It's gonna light up the center. It's gonna be those little black thing.
And I'm dead anyways. So here you
All
go.
right, I'll take over anyway.
Okay, and I need to look at some of the chat too. Nick Foles says, Bugs, my fave. And
Bugs is old school, and I like it. He's sorry.
Sexy Chicken 808 says, this game is goated. What does that mean?
Greatest of all time, id.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what GOAT means. It's greatest of all time. So
It's goated. Greatest of all time, id.
what?
Nick Foles says, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants.
Dude, we grew up on SpongeBob, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we actually, this is kind of a funny story. So we didn't have Nickelodeon or Disney Channel growing up. So we got to we were into Dragon Tales and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Arthur. But when we go to our friend's house or whatever, they'd have Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, and we'd just want to watch TV the whole time we were at our friend's house. But I remember later on in our lives, when we were teenagers, we did end up getting Nickelodeon. And I remember being like 16, 17 and watching the crap out of SpongeBob because I just thought it was the best. So yeah.
I almost brought one up, but I'm going to bring it up later instead because one that we watched a ton, Matt watched a ton. I bet it's going to end up on his list.
Don't give it away.
Nope, I don't want to give it away.
Because I bet it's on my list too. I think I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
do.
definitely going to be on. I'm definitely going to draft that one. There's a few that I'm like. Also, this list, we thought about okay, how should we draft this? We thought should we do what we think fans of the page will like the most? Should we do who would be the best in a brawl, like my team versus Jordan's team? And we thought we will do that at some point.
Oh, we have to, because when I started doing my list, I immediately went to I was like, oh man, it would be so fun to try to I feel like we'd battle out for obviously the big tough characters,
yeah.
right? And
Like
There's
Johnny
some
Bravo.
cool ones, man. Yeah.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just like, I mean, they're not exactly big, huge, but like Robin Hood, obviously he'd be awesome. He shoots a freaking bow like a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And we would like to do that episode. So we'll have to jump in on that one. And if any of you guests would like to join in on that one or want anything else, write us. We'd love to throw more people on our schedule. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it.
yeah.
Let's start drafting. So how do we want to pick who goes first? Should you go first because because I won last time, or I've never gone first, so maybe I can go first?
You can go first. I think that your first pick will be different than mine anyways, so we'll see.
All right, well, I'm going to go I'm going to pause during my picks, okay? Just so we can talk about them. And look, both my Falco and Peppy are down. I just got slippy. All right, so I am going to go with, for my number one pick, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Dang it.
I knew that one would go off the board,
Dang it.
I wanted it first because I love SpongeBob and I love that television show. Like I said, even as teenagers, we were watching it.
I might just take one of yours then because you did that.
you can. But I was like, that's why I was secretly like, well, I've never gone first because I felt like that was gonna. Was that gonna be your first pick? It was also the biggest on the poll.
It would have been, regardless of the poll, it probably would have been. To be honest, I'll just tell you my first pick was actually probably.
Well, wait, leave it.
Oh, okay.
The mystery.
Sorry,
Let's talk SpongeBob.
But
for a minute,
SpongeBob,
yeah.
Dude, my friend Xavier. I don't know if he's got on yet. Dylan, Baker, Brian, they all know him, but he and I watched that so much when we were bored out in Riverton all the time.
Yeah,
and oh my gosh, we quote that all the time. And what's funny is like Baker and Dylan, they didn't really watch a ton of it. Maybe Dylan more so than Baker, but we were always like making the jokes. And Baker would always be like, dude, I don't understand the references. And we're like, why? What is your problem? Like, he's like, SpongeBob sucks. Like, no, it does not. SpongeBob's amazing. And it's so freaking funny. The
It's
best
so good.
reference I recall from that one is when they're like, I think it's Mr. Krabs is like, don't do it or you're going to get 40 lashes. And Patrick's like, 40 lashes? And it scenes off to him with like
eyelashes.
Tons of eyelashes. And it's like, when he
Dude,
blinks.
I still to this day will get the song "The Krusty Krab Pizza is the pizza for you and me" stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Like, the Krusty Krab Pizza, pizza for you and me.
And then, of course, his nostalgic laugh.
That's pretty good, dude. You gotta get a little higher. Get that octave up a bit more.
Sorry.
It's gonna be so annoying for the podcasters.
Yeah, for real. That's my SpongeBob.
Yeah, so that's my pick. When
That's
we
a good
were
one.
even as a teenager, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing. Not really. Whatever. I recently, like 6 months ago, saw that it was on Amazon, and I watched like the first 4 seasons just like when I didn't have anything to do and put it on. I was like, this is still great. I love this.
That's awesome to me. I love that because I freaking loved SpongeBob. So it doesn't matter the age. I still turn it on now with my kids and stuff. And I'm dead laughing. It's so freaking funny.
Yeah, I love it. So that's my pick. Number 1. I'm going with SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Well, I'm going to jump on Bugs Bunny then and the classic cartoons with that. So
okay, Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny's
He
my
was not even
first.
going to make my list.
You know what? I love Bugs
And I
Bunny.
love Bugs
And-
Bunny, dude. Don't get me wrong. I love
Sure
Bugs
you do.
Bunny, but
Sure you do. He's not even going to make it.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Bugs Bunny, but it just there's so many other characters that I wanted. So, anyways, Bugs Bunny,
fair.
good pick. So, tell me some memories and stuff.
So
of Bugs Bunny.
I was
Why you
actually
like-
I need to pull up the list and start making it too. So I'm doing that. But
okay.
so Funny story about Bugs Bunny is I love him the most from Space Jam. Space Jam's awesome. I actually have a Space Jam shirt. If you can see it, I don't know. But I actually have a picture that I hang above my bed of Bugs Bunny kissing Michael Jordan at the beginning. Or, well, I don't know if it's at the beginning. But it's a picture, the Space Jam picture of Bugs Bunny kissing Michael Jordan.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Dude, Space Jam, we grew up on that show.
You haven't seen it? That picture?
Yeah, I think I've seen it. It's just not like, well, you've got so much cool stuff. It's honestly hard to keep track of all your cool stuff, if I'm being real.
Well, Dylan gave me that, actually, so I was like, well, I know the perfect spot for it. Above my bed.
Yeah, good pick. Bugs Bunny. I love Space Jam, man. I was way into it when it came out. I wanted to be Michael Jordan, and the Looney Tunes were awesome. So, I have not seen the remake. I don't know if you have. Have you seen the remake?
The one with
LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah, I did. It wasn't half as good. There's some good parts in it. I didn't like the animation as much because I enjoy the old animation better. In my opinion, it's just the updated animation in a lot of cartoons now is kind of weirder to me, but you get used to one thing. They're coming out with crazy different animation. I heard the new Ninja Turtles one.
Oh, that one's cool. It's similar to the Spider-Verse one. They have that it's almost like I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I think it's like kind of like a stop motion type. The animation's, that one's pretty sick. Was that how they did the Looney Tunes? Was that kind of style?
I don't know.
You know the Spider-Verse, right?
Oh, no, it wasn't like that, like magazine-esque.
Okay.
It wasn't like that. It was more, I don't know how to explain it. They were just updated, they're more crisp image. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but they're not as pixelated in a way.
Okay.
But I just liked the look of them. They look more like clay. Now they look more shiny.
Okay.
I don't know if that works, but
I mean, it wasn't clay, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it wasn't claymation.
It's just a little bit.
It kind of looks.
It's almost not. It instead of that like pencil art, it's kind of more like the digital animation now, like the animation that they use for Toy Story, Pixar type stuff.
Yeah,
Instead of the
it's
hand
definitely
drawings.
different looking, but I don't. I also haven't seen the new Ninja Turtles either.
I've heard
So
it's
I
good.
think it
I
might be
want to see it.
kinda
We were
similar,
thinking
though.
about doing that as an episode, a review of that new Ninja Turtle movies with our buddy Jeremy that came on the podcast. Is a huge Ninja Turtle fan.
That'd be fun. I want to go see it with my kids.
Yeah. So okay, good pick.
Nick
Bugs Bunny.
Bowles said, "Wait, I'm back. Did Jordan do a SpongeBob laugh and I missed it?"
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I don't know. You do that. SpongeBob laughed a fair amount. It's one of your go-to impressions.
That's all I got going for me, really.
It's not much. No, it's pretty good. I think you should start perfecting the Optimus Prime. That was pretty impressive in my opinion. So, but,
Autobots, roll out.
yeah,
That
there
one?
you go. Yeah.
There you go, everybody. My impressions are coming out. We need Johnny for impressions.
Yeah.
Johnny's the best at
That would have been
impressions.
cool. I was bummed the last time the podcast ended. I felt like he was just absolutely killing it. He was making the funniest impressions after that. But anyway, okay. Let's get back to it. Sorry.
It's your turn.
All right. So my number 2 pick, and I am gonna try and I'm worried you might take some of my picks. So I'm gonna go with peeps that I think you might not, I don't know, go with. So,
Okay. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna go with Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, dang it.
Is he on your list?
I love Kronk, man. He's so funny. He's so awesome.
He's so funny, dude. That movie is so. We talked about it a little bit in underrated podcasts, in the underrated movies episode. Sorry for the podcast. I just took a sip of that drink, but yeah, I love Kronk. How did we get back here, Kronk? I don't know. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't add up. Pull the lever. Wrong lever.
Oh, sorry. And then the one where he's like, I said I'm sorry. You don't need to get mad to me on your birthday. That's your birthday? It's your birthday? Oh. He's, great voice actor. He's also in Family Guy and some other
I like
stuff.
when he mixes up the drinks and the noise he makes. When he's trying to poison Cusco. And he's like... because he already mixed them up, he didn't know which one. Like, oh, which drink do I give him, right? So he goes back. He's
drinks a bitter on a
poison.
Warm side. Yeah, dude, that's a... I'm glad I got it. Was that on your list? Is that one you're hoping to get?
That's for sure on my list.
Yeah.
I love Kronk. I think he's so funny.
Yeah, so so that's my pick.
That's
I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be said. If you haven't watched Emperor's New Groove, you probably wouldn't like this podcast. And or if you just missed out, go watch it because it's just awesome. So
For sure.
yeah. Anyway, okay, that's my pick.
Okay. Mine is Genie.
Oh, from Aladdin. That is
Yes.
a great pick.
I love the Genie. I love Robin Williams, how well he does. He's so awesome. I also like Will Smith's version. 100%. He got dogged on way too much. It bothered me a lot. They were like, oh, it's like, the live action and he's like a blue man, and I'm like, who cares? Like, Genie is blue, so let it.
And he wasn't even blue that long.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. People over. I agree. I think
Will Smith did an amazing job following Robin Williams, being the perfect Genie.
Yeah, you can't.
I think
top
he did
Robin
a flat out
Williams.
amazing job following up him.
Yeah, and this is this is pre-slap, so we can talk highly of him. I don't know where people are at on his slap takes, but I will say that I actually liked the live action. I liked the Bollywood they threw in. I honestly wish they would have threw in a little bit more Bollywood.
What's Bollywood exactly?
Like just the Bollywood's like in India, they kind of have their version of Hollywood, which is kind of, they do lots of like the dancing and stuff. And I liked that they brought in like the cultural aspects with that. And I thought it was the only character that in the live action that really drove me nuts was the one Jasmine's assistant chick. She was so annoying. Like her, the Genie ends up like hooking up with her at the end. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't.
Her name.
I don't know her name, but I just didn't like her. I thought she was kind of annoying, and I don't.
That's fair.
I didn't like it, but I didn't like her. But other than that, I
was kind of indifferent. Didn't really look into it much. Life Elevated just hopped on. What's up? And said one of my favorite movies, and I'm not sure if that's. I think that was maybe for Cusco.
Emperor's New Groove.
There's a couple back, so let us know if it was Emperor's New Groove or if it's Aladdin. But Dad says good choice, Jordan. Robin Williams, fantastic Genie. Same with Will Smith. Don't just throw him out, but. Yes, definitely Robin Williams is far better.
Robin Williams is clearly better. No one's making that argument, but the hate that people went over that movie and acted like it was the worst live action film ever. And there's some bad ones, like Mulan wasn't very good, and
especially since they didn't even include like the best part of Mushu.
Yeah, no Mushu.
Funny character of Mushu. Why would you not? He makes
Dishonor
half
on
that.
you. Have you seen that
on
meme?
your family?
Like,
yeah,
it's like when I found out that Mushu wasn't involved in the live action remake. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Ooh, Mushu, that's a good character.
I didn't even think about Mushu.
I'm drafting Mushu.
It's not fair.
I'm drafting Mushu right now. So that's my pick. That's
How do you spell Mushu?
I Mooshoo.
Yeah. Mooshoo.
Mushu.
Shoe. I'll look it up and make sure it's correct when we post them. Oh, that's good. Dang, man, that's a good pick.
Dude,
That's
I'm
not
pretty
fair that
happy
it
with
led
that.
to it like that. That's not fair, but it is. It's okay.
So I'm going with Mushu.
I mean, even the cricket's funny in that show too.
Yeah.
like the cricket
Oh,
doesn't even say anything.
I didn't
but
even
it's
think
funny.
of Mushu. Honestly, I that's totally worth it. That's my third pick.
Yeah,
So,
I'm jealous of that. That's a good pick. Dang it!
Going with Mushu.
All right.
Mushu.
And Eddie Murphy does Mushu, right? Eddie Murphy's Mushu,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so funny, man.
All right.
I'm trying to think of all the lines from that. I need to rewatch it with my daughters
Ping.
or by
Ping.
myself. I don't care.
My best friend's name is Ping. Of course, Ping did steal my my shoes or something. I'm very happy with that pick. So I guess we've kind of talked about Mulan, but I just think, I honestly didn't think about that character until we just started talking about it, and I'm so glad we did because that's who I'm gonna pick. So
Well, I'm not talking about anybody else then. Just kidding. Okay. I think I'm gonna jump on Louise Belcher.
ooh, good pick. Good pick.
She is.
You know who I'm
there's
surprised
too
not-
many good characters in that show.
That's what I was
It
gonna
is
say.
so funny.
What's his the son?
Gene.
Gene, I think's better than Louise. I think Gene's so
I knew
funny.
you would say that. I knew you would say that actually. And
his like,
but they
fart,
play off of each other because Luis uses him all the time for his like stupidity.
Yeah,
But my favorite thing about Luis is when she takes down the burgers of the day and writes her own. Like one of them is the child molester burger comes with a candy. And her dad's like, we can't have that up there. He's like, what? And then there's somebody in the restaurant and they're all talking in the back of the kitchen and Bob's like, Louise is like, look, he just ordered the molester burger. And he goes, Gene, why don't you go deliver that one?
the dad.
He's like, well, like, Tina, don't go deliver that one. Go, Gene,
Tina,
you do
don't
it.
go,
And he's
Gene.
like, she's like, what? You don't think?
You don't think you'd want to molest me?
Because you know how Tina is. She's like this like horn dog.
Yeah.
She's so. Oh man, they're all such good characters. They really are.
Oh man, that is so good. That show's great. That show's
Oh
great.
yeah. So
It's a little underrated, I feel like, in the animation domination series. You know, you got like Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, and I think Bob's is the best one, honestly. I love Family Guy, but I think it's the best of the Fox animated Sunday night series.
Yeah. I'd say because I've definitely watched all of that. Family Guy definitely is like
It's up there.
nostalgic and has so
But it's
many
also kind of-
funny parts.
It's also
but-
kind of been overdone at this point, I think,
Yeah.
a little bit, where, I don't know.
Real
Maybe-
quick, one more burger. I love this one. The foot feta-ish burger.
Foot feta. That's a good one, too.
Oh man,
That's a good
those
one.
are so good.
That show's so funny, man.
Yeah. You know what's
Good pick.
crazy though? I don't know about
Is that
everybody
your number
else.
4?
That's my third.
Third. Oh, yeah, because I went first.
I don't know about everybody else, but my little brother Adam, he was on. He loves Archer, which is the same main character from Bob's Burger. It's Bob's voice. He loved Archer. I tried to get into that. I didn't like it,
I've
which
never
was
even
surprising
tried it.
because Bob's Burgers is so good. I'm like, he's got to be good in something else. And I don't know if I've maybe seen him voice different in something else that I did like, but I didn't like Archer, unfortunately.
I've never even watched it. It just didn't. I don't know if it's the animation style. Like, I really like animated movies and television shows that like make me wish I lived there or like lived in it. I don't know. And Bob's Burgers, I'm like, man, I wish I was a part of the Belcher family. They're hilarious. And
yeah,
I
me
think they're
too.
kind of relatable as a family. Like they're kind of weird, kind of they're almost each other's friends, and they're kind of goofy and odd, and I just love it. Kind of reminds
Yes,
me of our
that
family.
poison.
I don't know that.
Sorry. So the chat was talking about the poison for Cusco.
Yeah,
And
the
then-
chosen poison.
Is that the poison chosen specially to kill Cusco?
Cusco's poison.
Yes, that poison.
Got you covered. That one's got so many one-liners.
Yeah.
It's
They're just
too-
chatting back and forth on it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. No worries. Do you want to take over for a minute? We're back at level 1 because
Sure.
of that. Okay. So my next pick.
How do you do a flip real quick? Do you know how to do a flip?
Right, or left. Oh, like a loop
Yeah.
around. You hit this button and hit back.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're good now. Okay, cool.
So great pick. Fantastic pick. Very impressed. I am going to go with, man, Mushu threw me off. I've got so many good picks. So I went SpongeBob, and then I had, who's my second pick? Kronk and Mushu. Okay, man, I'm killing it. Okay.
Yes, you are.
I am going to go with,
I am still kind of surprised you picked SpongeBob. Like, I know you watched it a lot, but I didn't know it was like a topper for you. I had no idea.
yeah, I love it. I still love it to today.
And I did know you
so,
liked it. I knew you liked that show, but I didn't think it would ever be a top for you.
Yeah, love it. So, okay, let me think. I'm trying to decide which direction I want to go, because now my characters are all kind of these funny oddballs. SpongeBob's not as funny as Patrick, but they're kind of these funny odd ducks, and I've got a couple, but I don't know if I want to go that direction. I guess I gotta kind of go with like my favorite characters, right?
Nostalgic.
So I'm gonna go classic here. Okay, I'm gonna go with Arthur.
I thought you might bring Arthur up.
Yeah, I
we loved it.
Arthur.
We watched him so much.
But that was our television show. We didn't have
Yep.
like I said, we didn't have cable, and so I just
That was
dug-
kind of one we looked forward to. for
Yeah, I always loved Arthur. I thought it was. You can spin, by the way, dodge those bullets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do a barrel roll. So anyway, Arthur, growing up, I remember coming home from school and having to sit through Dragon Tales. I did not like Dragon Tales. Come at me. But
I did.
all because I wanted to watch Arthur, which was on after Dragon Tales, or vice versa. I can't remember. Maybe Dragon Tales was on after Arthur, and I just watched it until
Make sure you
Fresh
have it
Prince. But I loved Arthur.
Fresh Prince was so great.
I think I can still recite the song like by memory.
Go for it.
Okay. All right. So hey, what a wonderful kind of day where we can learn to work and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to the beat. The rhythm in the street. Open up your ears. Open up your eyes. And remember what's inside. I can't get it now. We're
That's
gonna
okay.
learn together and everything be alright. Believe in yourself. That's the place to start. But yeah,
That's good, dude.
I really loved Arthur. I remember there's a while there where I still watch repeats because that was what we could watch. We only had the antenna television, and PBS was our go-to, and we just watched what was on PBS. And Arthur was my favorite of those. And then you had this one Saturday morning ones that were always good, like Recess, Doug, Pepper Ann. I really like Pepper Ann too.
Remember Pinky and the Brain?
Yeah, love Pinky in the Brain
That
too.
one was one.
That's a good one. So Arthur, I'm gonna go with it. I think my like 10-year-old version of myself would be upset at me if I didn't pick Arthur. So you wanna
That's
switch?
fair. Yep, I do. I don't know what Nick Foles is booing, but he's booing something on here.
Probably, I think
Boo.
probably if I was to guess, he's probably dogging my My Dragon Tales being a little bit of a lame show, but I don't know. Let us know, Carson. What do you think's boo? But Arthur's my pick.
What are we doing today, Brain? The same thing we do every day. Try to take over the world.
That's a good pick too.
Good reference. Yeah.
Okay. What is yours? What's your next pick?
Sorry. Say what yours was again. I
Arthur.
didn't write it down. Arthur. Okay. Because I started looking. So let's see. Mine, I think. I'm going to still.
Oh man.
Donkey from Shrek.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah, I love that one. And
think
I
Shrek's
kind of wanted
better.
to pick a different one. I'm not going to throw it out there. I really hope you don't take it, but we'll see. Yeah, Donkey. I think that's going to be a solid one. He's so funny. Both of them are amazing.
We're doing like probably like
characters.
6, right? Is that the plan? Yeah, 6. And so that was 4 each. So I got 2 more. I'm just trying to debate who I'm going after next.
6 or 8, maybe. Maybe we'll go to 8.
We'll see. Okay, Donkey, dude, that's a good pick too. I love Shrek. I think if I was on a list of like maybe even 10 best movies of all time, but for sure 10 best animated movies of all time, Shrek would be on my list
Shrek
for sure.
1.
Shrek 1.
Shrek, yes.
The Shrek 2 is great too.
Yep.
3's not
3's
that great.
going off,
4
and then
is
4 was
just
awful.
trash.
Yeah.
But Shrek 1, I just think it's like a perfect movie. My wife still thinks I'm
Agreed.
like so weird because I'll turn it on every now and then just because I love it. Did you
That'll
see the
do,
new?
Donkey. That'll do, Life Elevated said.
Did you see the new Puss in Boots that just came out?
I finally did watch it, and it is
it's
good.
so
Yeah,
good.
it's
If you
really
guys,
good.
if you guys haven't watched the Puss in Boots, I can't remember what the like colon something, but it's the most recent Puss in Boots movie, and it's on Peacock. So good. I was shocked because I hadn't even seen the first Puss in Boots, but yeah, really really good. So highly recommend it.
It is The Last Wish, 2022
Yes.
film.
Yep, that's it. 2022 Last Wish. So good. So highly
Yeah,
recommend.
check it out. It is really good. They do a great job. No, I lost where I was at here. So, okay, yeah, Donkey, so good.
Donkey. I
Look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
I like that boulder.
I like that boulder.
Parfait. Everybody loves parfait. Yeah, my there's a bunch of great one-liners in that, but one of my favorites is the song when they get to Dulot and they're like, "Welcome to Dulot, such a perfect town."
Wait.
So we have some rules.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was
also
singing my
reading.
heart out.
Yeah, shine your shoes, wipe your face.
Yeah,
Duloc is the perfect place. Look at all the singing we're doing this episode.
I know. People are gonna love it.
Nick Foles said, "My cat had kittens."
My cat had kittens.
Is this real? Did your cat really have kittens? Or I thought earlier when you were mentioning cats, I thought you were talking about everybody here.
My cat had
For some
kittens.
reason.
Wait,
I don't know. But do you have a cat that actually had kittens?
Who said
Nick
this? I'm sorry.
Foles. My cat had kittens. You and Mike said, "Bring the kittens up again, Nick." I'm not catching the reference if it's a
Maybe
reference.
there's something back
Yes,
in the
they
chat.
did. He says they did. So, congratulations to your
Wow.
cat and its
I didn't
babies.
even know you had a cat, man. Didn't even know you had a cat. So, yeah, I have a
Now
cat.
you know.
Okay, cool. So it's my pick. It's my pick then, huh? Okay, I know we have 2 picks left, and so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Neutron for my pick.
I knew you were gonna.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
yeah. I
When you
thought
didn't pick it as your first, I'm like, oh.
I just figured
won't
you
take
wouldn't
it
pick
then.
it, so I was like, I could get that later.
I wanted to pick it because you took SpongeBob. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Well, if Jordan, do you want to tell people my
Oh my
obsession with
gosh.
this? It was the movie, not the
had-
television
No,
show.
we watched the television show.
Yes,
once we
but-
finally got
Once we finally got
cartoon-
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon. But Matt, I kid you not, we had the Jimmy Neutron movie, and he would put it up when we would go to sleep, and we would watch it every night, no matter what. It had to be Jimmy Neutron. And you know what? Matt couldn't go to sleep without a movie. So if we finally somehow in some far off fake world got him to let us watch a different movie, you bet your freaking bottom dollar that movie was put on right after that other one ended, because Matt had to have something on to go to sleep still. So he would put it back on. So
And we
I'd
all
wake
shared
up
a room.
middle of the night. Yeah, me, Matt, and Adam
And
shared a
Adam,
room.
we shared a room. We had like the triple like bunk bed thingy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or Adam was on the floor.
We had a bunk bed and a single bed.
Yeah.
But this is very true. Now I can't sleep if like even a light's on now.
Oh, me
like,
neither.
I'm
Yeah,
like
I'm
I have to have like pitch black, no movie.
If I do
no
fall
nothing.
asleep, I'm like groggy because of it. If something else is on in the room, I'm like, oh, I didn't sleep good because there was something about.
Okay, so you want to know why? I will admit this now. Why I was obsessed with Jimmy Neutron. This is not just like us when we were little. This was like me as a teenager.
Yeah, this was half of his life.
I
I bet you.
this movie.
Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if he bought that DVD later after you got back from your mission and was living at mom's again. If you were still watching
it wasn't that late.
I know.
But it was for a long time. The movie is my go-to, and here's why. I remember watching The Ring, okay, and it was my first ever really scary movie. I'd watched some like alien scary movies, but never anything like almost like demonic, like just satanic, like evil, right? And The Ring freaked me out. I remember watching it at some like girl's house at a party, and it just scared me so much. And I was so terrified of a girl coming through my television, our little like small teeny television.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Little 12 inch.
it was like a 12
with
inch
the attached VCR.
VCR, yeah. And
I don't know if some of our viewers even know what a VCR is.
yeah, I think they're mostly millennials.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah, and Jimmy Neutron, for some reason, it was just like my comfort like movie. It made me feel good. It was like a go-to that like I just ended up loving. So anyways, I watched it all the time because for a little bit it morphed into something else, but for like a few weeks after The Ring, I was just so petrified of a freaking girl coming out of the television. I was like, I need Jimmy Neutron. It's like the only thing to keep me from being eaten by a weird demon child girl. So that is my embarrassing story about that. But yeah, I love
Oh
Jimmy
man, when we
Neutron.
do like haunted movies or scary movies and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
Halloween.
when we do that, I got loads of them. I was terrified.
Dude,
of
I
those.
was a chicken, man, when
I
it
was
came to
too.
movies. I'm good now, actually. My wife's kind of the bigger baby when it comes to that. She didn't like any of the scary movies. I can watch them now, but yeah, it freaked me out when I was a kid. So Jimmy Neutron. That's a long explanation, but I
Bree.
watched it like every night.
Bree said, "I'd marry Carl Weezer."
Yeah, he's the
so
best.
he's great. What's the other one's name?
He had
Um,
one of the best lines ever when all the parents are taken away from the aliens, and it cuts to Carl, and he's in the shower, and you just see his head right through the window of his house, and he's like,
I'm
"I'm peeing in the shower," and then it goes to another montage, and it comes back to him, and he's like, "I'm still doing it. Go, 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 go."
what's the other one's name? The little chubby ginger.
Jordan, I think.
Yeah. No.
I
That's
can't
funny.
remember. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. I actually want to go watch it again now. I haven't seen it in years and years, but that's my pick.
That's awesome. That's a good.
Okay, go
pick.
ahead.
Oh, Sheen. That's Sheen. Carl is
Sheen.
the
You're right.
chubby
Carl
ginger.
is the ginger. Yeah.
Carl's
Yeah.
me, and Sheen's the other one.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Who was that? Brianna.
That said Carl Weezer.
Sheen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sheen. She also mentioned
Yeah.
Sheen.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it looks like Brianna's got my vote. She knows all the characters on,
Yeah.
on that show. So. Cool.
She said something about Bolby Stroganovsky. Is that in that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know.
okay.
Honestly, it was just the movie I was obsessed with. So.
Nick said, "Wow, the Jordan joke made me laugh out loud."
Jordan's chubby
I hate
ginger.
you.
Hey, man, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I apologize. I'm his brother, so I can call him a chubby ginger, but no one else can.
I'm me. I call myself a chubby ginger all the time. It's fun. It's
Um,
okay. It's okay. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Okay, I'm going to pick all the Ninja Turtles.
No!
Can I do that?
You can't do that.
Okay.
Because
Then
Ninja
Michelangelo.
Turtles...
So all of the Ninja Turtles, because if I got Michelangelo, I feel like I got the vote on the Ninja Turtles, because he's the best by
Yeah.
far.
Raphael's pretty dope, too.
I mean, they're all
Leonardo's
dope,
pretty
but
cool.
Michelangelo's the best one. That's that.
He's the funniest, for sure.
He's the best. All around. So, dope. I'm more used to the live action back in the day than
Oh, yeah.
the cartoons. But
Dude,
the older live actions for sure. I did watch one of the new ones, the live actions, and I thought it was
okay.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. I didn't watch the second one.
It's like it was Michael Bay, so it was Transformers version of the Ninja Turtles, but yeah.
And then, but the cartoons, I did watch. I did like the cartoons as a kid too. So, and he's just awesome all the way around. It relates regardless if it was live action or not. It's still Michelangelo. So.
Cool. Michelangelo, I am very mad. I was holding out for that pick. I did not think it would go. That was where I was going to draft. So, strong work. Okay.
I bet I could guess your next one, but I'm not going to.
Guess it, because you know what? I know it's not going to be. I think I got a sleeper pick. So, what do you think it is?
Poe.
Poe?
Kung Fu Panda.
That is
No?
a great pick.
I'm surprised
But
he's not, dude. I thought you would dig Poe.
I do. I love
I thought he would be it for sure. Like, he would for sure not miss your top 5.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Do you think I was just
I just
way-
thought you loved Kung Fu Panda. I thought you
I
just thought it
do.
was awesome.
I do. I think
so I
it's
thought it'd be
great.
way up there for sure.
I do.
At bare minimum, it's in your top 10, right?
Yeah, for sure.
okay.
I honestly hadn't
it's in
thought
my
about
top
it.
10.
But now that you say it, yeah, that would have been one. So, I'm gonna go with Chicken Joe from Surf's Up.
Dang, dude, that is a sleeper.
I knew it was a sleeper, and I was like,
Dang.
I'm gonna get this one, dude. Sleeper for sure.
I would have never even said that one.
Yeah. So Chicken Joe, I think Chicken Joe's absolutely hilarious. If you haven't seen Surf's Up, that was on my underrated movies pick, and Chicken Joe was awesome. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's good. Dang, dude.
Chicken Joe, he's hilarious. I like when he's like, when he's being eaten, like the local like weird native chickens are like trying to eat him. He's like, I met these weird guys. They treated me really well. They put me in this nice bathtub with vegetables. He's like, I've been looking for Cody Maverick since. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, since like yesterday.
And what's that guy's name? The guy who plays Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Yeah, he
did such a good job being a little stoner chicken in that
Yeah.
one. So good.
Yeah, this tastes like when Maverick's eating the like fish. He's like, yeah, it tastes like chick. And he's like, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go Chicken Joe, man. I hope I hope people get that reference when they vote. I hope they like Chicken Joe. I think he's an underrated character. He's my sleeper. So, but yeah.
These guys are talking. Plankton is a great villain. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, villains would be a fun episode too.
We
Just,
should do
best
all villains.
Yeah.
You could do Disney villains or all villains, or we should add that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. So that's my pick.
Oh, Nick Foles also brought up the hamster from the movie Bolt. So good. I love that pick, Nick Foles.
I have not seen Bolt.
Oh, you need to watch it. That hamster is freaking hilarious. He's like this, he wants to be Bolt. Bolt's a famous dog from a film where he's like a super dog in the show, and he gets
I kind of
lost,
know
right?
the premise, but I just haven't.
But the hamster, he runs into the hamster while he's out in the real world, and the hamster knows Bolt inside and out, like he's this superhero, right?
Yeah.
And the hamster's just like pumped about everything. He's just hyped up about everything, like what he can do. He's so funny. That one's good. I like that. So good pick, Nick Foles, Carson.
All right, dude. What's your number 6? This would be the last one.
This is really hard. I want to just name a few that I.
We'll pick and then we'll do a couple
yeah.
that we want to mention.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to do.
And you can mention them because we picked. That was the end for me, right? So
yeah.
You can...
So I'm kind of having a hard time picking between Homer Simpson, which I think is a big classic thing for me. Because we wanted to watch Simpsons so bad as kids.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to until... and my parents hated us watching The Simpsons until we found one of our bishops at the time. That was
his favorite show.
It was favorite show. So we're like, oh, we're exempt.
We're good.
Our bishop watches it. We're allowed to.
We're allowed to watch The Simpsons.
So that's how we got away with it.
You know what's funny now, though? Like, Mom couldn't care less about The Simpsons. Now it's like Family Guy. I remember when we got older, she was like, that is filth.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Simpsons is definitely
Homer's,
calm compared
I
to
get
Family
the,
Guy.
I understand the urge to go with Homer. He's a great pick, and he's classic.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have ever picked Homer.
Mainly
He is the
classic,
best
and
character in
I
The
always
Simpsons.
made the jokes and stuff like dope, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I really like him. This one's gonna be funny. Dexter. I really want to pick Dexter too.
Dexter. Okay.
Dexter's Laboratory. That one's good. He.
Well, we'll make.
I got a pick. I got a pick. Okay. I'm gonna go. This is so hard for me because I want to win. I'm gonna try to roll with it though. That was
You haven't won yet,
too.
huh?
No, I haven't won.
Don't
yet.
let that cloud your judgment, people. You gotta just pick the best one.
Please let me. You know what? Little John from Robin Hood.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like Little John.
it's a good pick. It's not the best, but ooh.
Ouch. Why
But,
would you?
okay, I would have went Homer over Little John.
Well, the reason
Robin Hood,
You
Little John,
suck.
in the forest moonlight. You already picked him.
I know, I'm sticking with my pick. I like Little John.
All right.
Matt whistles that freaking song all the time, so I thought he'd choose somebody from it.
No, I do like that show, but it's not like
Oh, I love that show.
that movie. Sorry, I know there are people out there that are like, movies are not shows. Dated a girl that was like, killed me every time I'd say that. But
That one maybe even wrecked my chances because he's not very popular, but I love him.
hey, it's your team,
my
right?
list, yeah.
So like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so that's cool, and I don't think it's a bad pick. I think I would just definitely have picked Homer over
That's
over
cool.
that. Okay, so let's go over the teams again real quick. And then remember, we get to vote. We cannot vote for ourselves. So that's going to be interesting how that turns out.
I choose to back out of this vote.
My vote, no vote. So, okay, like, what do you think then? What are your...
I think that I vote for you, I guess, then.
Okay,
if I have
thank you.
to,
No, I meant, what are your... go over your... Oh, we have to come up with a team name.
Oh, yeah. You go first, man. Get your team name.
I'm going to call my team name... the Squeakin' Squeakers. Because I got Kronk. Yeah, I'm the Squeakin' Squeakers.
Okay.
Are you gonna pick your team now?
Yeah, I'm trying to I was trying to pun it, but it didn't sound as good once I said it out loud. I was like, the genius.
Oh, the genius. That's pretty good. You
So
should
I'm
do
rolling
that. Do that. That's good.
Genius.
The genius. Okay. All right. The Squeakers and the genius. That's so dumb, but I love it. Okay. Good job, man. All right. Go over who they were again real quick.
Okay, so yours is Squeaking Squeakers.
The Squeakin' Squeakers.
Oh
But
my
you can
gosh,
just do the Squeakers. Do the Squeakers. That's easier.
Squeakers.
Squeakers and the genius. I
Okay,
like
the
that.
Squeakers, SpongeBob, Kronk, Mushu, Arthur, Jimmy Neutron, and Chicken Joe. Dang it, man. You have this one. You freaking have this one.
I love it.
That's good. And then
Got some
the
classics. in
Genius team.
there. Love it.
Bugs Bunny, Genie, Louise Belcher, Donkey, Michelangelo, and Lil Jon.
Dude, that's solid too, man. I think you might have lost it with the last pick though, but
I may have. And you know what?
it's your team.
You
though.
guys pick what you feel like you love,
Yeah.
and it is what it is. Let's see. I just want, if you can throw it on here real quick. I'm just curious who's in the chat right now. Who you think won? Throw it out real quick. Oh wait, we got the Walk Deezy said chat is tiebreaker,
Chat is tiebreaker.
and you went to Mike said Jordan's hands down.
Jordan's hands down.
So that's
It's just because of Bugs
well
Bunny.
with a tiebreaker and then one vote for me. I won this one. So yeah, finally.
Well, we'll see. Well, it doesn't really count until
It does too.
we have our vote. We'll put it up on the poll.
That's
for
fair. No,
Facebook.
for sure.
So
It doesn't.
We'll see. But thanks, Dad. Jerk.
Life Elevated said, well, see, I was going to vote for Matt. But then he offended me with the VCR comment.
What? I didn't do that. Jordan did that comment.
No, he didn't.
I better still get your vote. That was all Jordan.
Dad said, Matt, you picked Arthur? Seriously?
Yeah. And, well, he probably doesn't like it because he didn't grow up on Arthur, but I bet there's some millennials out there that can really respect that pick. So.
Life Elevated said, so, Jordan, you the winner.
What? He
Nope. We're
disrespected
ending this chat before she says otherwise. Does he like it? Am I?
Jordan said that. I'm getting punished for your mistakes. Well, we'll see. We'll have a
Yeah.
vote, and that'll be fun. And
That was
there's only a
awesome.
couple other people. Ones I wanted to mention real quick before.
I
we-
wanted to mention a couple too.
One that I was kind of debating doing was, and I can't remember her name, but the off Monsters Inc. The one that's like Mazowski, I didn't file your paperwork.
Her name is, I know, I just talked about her. Her name is Raj.
Raj,
Raj,
my
I believe.
Sweet Miley's on chilling.
Yeah.
Look at Fred.
Wazowski. You didn't file your paperwork.
So that's one. That was one that I just I liked the idea of. So what are
was-
some other ones that you?
That one's good.
you
I didn't
liked.
even think of Monsters Inc. to be honest, which sucks. I almost wish I could have switched my last one to Mike Wazowski. That's who I would have chose over Little John for sure.
I think you would have won for sure if you'd had Mike. You got a good roster.
Yeah,
It's hard not to. There's so many
cool
good.
with it. I love
peeps.
Little John, so I'm fine with it.
So.
But Mike Wazowski's awesome too. I loved Wile E. Coyote. So there you go, Dad. We did mention it more. But I loved Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
It's good.
And I think I liked him more with that Looney Tunes Back in Action movie.
With Brendan Fraser.
With Brendan Fraser, I loved.
Dude,
that
I
movie.
watched
so good.
I watched The Office, or not The Office, The Mummy again just the other day. Just literally the other day, my wife was
I
out.
did too, actually.
Oh no way! My wife was like, went to a movie or a show, a musical, with my mother-in-law, and I was like, I just need to watch like a guy movie that like if I don't get finished, I'll still like be cool with. And I was like, I'm gonna watch The Mummy, and it still holds up. It's so good.
Yeah.
So,
another one Dad mentioned is Martians on Bugs Bunny. That is a good throw.
Martian on Bugs Bunny is a great pick. Yeah, good one. I almost thought instead of Arthur, another one I feel like I should have mentioned now that I'm thinking about it is Donald Duck. I grew up, I just loved Donald Duck.
I thought you'd pick him.
Yeah, and now I realize I just hadn't thought about it.
So I was really surprised when you didn't, actually. Yeah. Also, Bree said, I am positive the millennial comment came out of Matt's mouth. So it wasn't the...
I said they're millennials so they'll know what a VCR is.
Oh. Anyways, let's change subject so I don't get caught for it again. And Scooby-Doo didn't even get mentioned, Dad said. Well, that's because it doesn't deserve it. I didn't care for Scooby-Doo, not even a little bit. I actually liked the live action.
The live action was okay. I just think it's the same episode every time. It's not that funny. I don't think it's very good.
Another one, Taz is awesome. He's just dope. He'll probably be one for the fights.
Taz is a good one. Tweety Bird
and Elmer Fudd is hilarious. Another good one that I think we should throw out is Pink Panther. I didn't get to watch a ton as a kid, but I did like the Pink Panther. Definitely old school.
The Mad Hatter would be a good one.
Oh yeah.
I also thought about doing the crocodile in Peter Pan.
I like that.
I was like, yeah, it's kind of deep. Look at that. We're about to close our episode, and I finally beat that boss. So
we did it. Well, he did it. Yay. One last honorable mention.
We should.
I feel like I'd be in trouble if I didn't.
Okay.
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, dude, I would have picked that. I would have picked that. Wallace and Gromit.
You know what sucks
Gromit.
Is I must have just overlooked it because it was in my top 10 when I was picking stuff. I don't know how I even passed right over it.
I would pick Gromit for sure over any of those picks. The last.
I kind of feel dumb for missing it on my own list too. Anyways, that was
such a good one.
That is a way good pick. We watched those so much as a kid because it was British. We love our British
our dad's
shenanigans.
From England, and so he loved it. But our British accents are terrible for having.
Here's another good one, and I'm surprised you didn't bring this one up. The Walk Deezy brought up Rocket Power.
I did think about it. I did think about Rocket Power, but I love that show, but I don't feel like it would have helped me with my list. So I love that TV show. I actually thought that was like one of my favorites. So good pick, Austin. I love Rocket Power.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can remember the name. Ash, I think, was one of the names of one of them. I don't even know if I could remember all their names. So, but
would that count as cartoons, claymation?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I thought so too. But Dad mentioned claymation, and then the Walk Deezy said good detail. You went to Mike. So, if you guys don't think so, it didn't end up making our list anyways, unfortunately. But I personally believe that that's a character. We were kind of going with all characters there's probably some we missed and we'll kind of regret missing too, thinking more.
Yeah, there's so many. I think that's the hardest thing. Is there's just so many good characters. It was really hard. So I was also just trying to think of like what characters did I watch the most and love the most when I was younger, and
Yeah,
that's how
that's
I
what I
came up
did.
with Arthur and Jimmy Neutron,
Which is another
and stuff.
reason why I loved Lil Jon. Little John. I say
Yeah.
Lil John.
Lil Jon.
But Little
Lil
John
Peep.
because that movie was so good. I loved that movie as a kid. That one was amazing.
Yeah, Robin Hood's great.
The snake in it is actually probably a better pick than Little John too, even.
We should do a villains one,
Yeah.
just like a best villains, and have like somebody we don't like on here. So Dad, are you free for the villain episode? Just kidding, Dad. We love ya.
Nick
Love
Foles
ya.
says, Jordan wins. All right, well, let's end this podcast.
Jeez, man. I thought I did pretty good, but
I think you did great too. But we'll have to see for sure. We'll be posting it hopefully tomorrow. Thank you for joining us all. We did have one more thing we wanted to mention.
yeah.
We believe we are going to be switching, and we still have to verify everything. But we are going to be switching our days to Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Not next week.
Not next week, but the week after. We're going to try to do that. There's still a few more people we need to talk to verify that. We will keep everybody posted, and we will make sure all the guests that we have scheduled
We'll
are
reschedule
cool with it, and
if
we'll
we
make sure
can.
everything works out.
It
So,
just works a little bit better for both of our schedules with
Yeah.
kids and stuff. So I think we might just move same time, just Wednesday. So I hope that's not a huge deal for you guys. We really appreciate everybody that's come on and everyone that listens to us. So, but it might just work a little bit better for our schedules. So we'll confirm that next week. Next week, we will be doing the highly anticipated tea party will be next week. We are very excited for this. My wife will be coming on, and we are going to rank the Jane Austen movies. We've been watching them, and we are going to have ourselves a little tea party. A nice, sophisticated.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yes,
It is.
it's, well, not with that British accent. That one's
It is. It doesn't matter.
Mary Poppins.
Tuppence a bag. Feed the birds. Tuppence a bag.
Top of the morning tea. We're gonna be having our tea party, and the accents are gonna be coming strong. So my wife's gonna be on next week. She wanted to do Jane Austen movies, and I am very excited to do this.
It'll be great. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun. So we have that next week.
And
Anything else, Jordan?
I got to throw this in. It looks like Carson brought up a poll, so make sure you go vote. I love that you added a poll. It's my cat just had kittens. I want the Super Davies Brotherhood to name one.
Oh,
Let's hear some barbecue themed names.
why does it have to be barbecue themed?
Are we going to eat the cats? He said, my cat is named Brisket. And
Okay,
that's why.
because I would say Newt. That's my vote. But
Add it to the poll. So
okay.
when you're ready. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that poll. Thanks for posting that on there. Everybody go vote for that. And let us know how it is. But thanks again for joining us, everybody. And that was a fun episode. I really enjoyed that.
Thanks everyone. It's fun. Next week we're doing our tea party. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
That's all, folks. That's terrible.
That was awful.
You do it.
No, I've done all the other impressions.
That's all, folks.
I don't know his voice. I can't think of it
All
right
right. See you guys.
now. You'd do the tiger. Rawr.